Dear students and colleagues, my name is Dr. Victor Counted. I'm delighted to introduce you to the Abundant Life Flourishing Program, a research team housed in the School of Psychology and Counseling here at Regent University. As the program director and faculty advisor, it is really my privilege to guide our dedicated team of researchers in studying and promoting the science of human flourishing from a distinctively Christian perspective. In terms of what our research team is all about and how it's applicable, I think our research really focuses on 6 domains of human Christian flourishing: peace and joy, mental and physical health, meaning and purpose, character and virtue, relationships, and stewardship. Now, we are committed to understanding how these facets intersect with the teachings of Christianity, and also how they contribute to well-being within Christian communities. Now, our ultimate aim is to develop effective strategies to foster these elements, and as a result of that, try to create a holistic approach to well-being that is grounded in Christian values and beliefs. And so, for the cessation research, students may choose a specific domain of interest or a cross-section of domains and investigate their influences and implications within Christian community. Now, but also, I think that we are interested in examining how certain psychosocial and even psychospiritual processes, things like hope, forgiveness, attachment, spiritual ties, and place, how they shape any or even all of the domains that I've just mentioned. Students could also study the pathways through which these domains contribute to human flourishing and interventions that could enhance them. And of course, by human flourishing, I'm simply talking about human well-being, or rather health and well-being. It's human flourishing. It's sort of a holistic way of studying well-being as a concept. Now, in terms of clinical training that's involved in our research team, I would say this: while our team is primarily research focused, we also recognize the value of applied knowledge. We, as a result of this, encourage our team members to contribute, or rather consider the practical implications of their research. And as a result of that, we want to foster links between our theoretical understanding and also real-world applications within Christian communities and clinical settings. So depending on the nature of our projects, there may be opportunities for clinical training, and we do this so that we can ensure that our students are well equipped to bring the insights from our work into their future practice. Now, this clinical training could also depend on the specific projects or interests of the team members, right? We have Dr. Rachel Stevens, who is our clinical translation specialist. And so, if applicable, any clinical training could involve working with Dr. Stevens to understand and also apply psychological theories and therapeutic interventions or techniques in promoting the domain of human flourishing, or a specific domain of human flourishing, or rather all the domains of human flourishing in practical settings, like things like places like church groups, or even in clinical settings, and even in Christian counseling spaces. With regards to examples of the type of projects that we normally do, I think that projects within our team could vary widely, but they all sort of center on understanding, and even they kind of center on the understanding and enhancement of the science of Christian flourishing. Now, examples could include conducting surveys to assess the current state of flourishing within Christian communities, or even designing and testing interventions that are aimed at improving specific domains of flourishing, and even exploring the intersection of Christian teachings within contemporary psychology. Now, we may also develop and validate assessment tools to measure Christian flourishing. In fact, we have tools like Abundant Life Flourishing Measure, which is currently on the way, and even our attachment to the Holy Spirit measure as well. Now, what does involvement look like in our team? I think engagement with the research team can vary depending on the students year in the program, in the SIDE program. For example, for first-year students, involvement. Also, I want to say this because we also have 1 or 2 undergraduate students that are part of our research team, and also new students from all the universities like at Wheaton College, and also we have an undergraduate student from our Regent program here at Regent University now. But in terms of the SIDE students, I think for first-year SIDE students, involvement often takes the form of literature reviews, helping out with literature reviews, and even in data collection. And this will help to sort of offer an excellent grounding in the research process and also the topics that we kind of explore. For second-year SIDE students, they typically have opportunities to participate more actively in data analysis, because at this time they've already done their statistics class, and so they would help in sort of refining. This will help in refining their statistical skills and deepening their understanding of our research teams. Now, by the third year and also fourth year, SIDE students may also have the opportunity to lead smaller projects, draft sections of papers for publications, or even begin crafting their own research proposals based on ongoing work. Now, the goal is to progressively increase student engagement and responsibility, and by helping them to develop into skilled researchers. And also, I think it's important to kind of also note that as students advance, they are sort of expected to take on increased responsibilities, whether in terms of project leadership or even more complex analysis tasks, especially as we take on more projects and we do have ongoing data sets, for example, from the Global Flourishing Study. We have access to that data as well, and we're interested in how each of the variables in the data can help us understand Christian flourishing. Now, I think that such a progression is not just about advancing personal research skills, but also I think it helps to contribute more significantly to our understanding of Christian flourishing, because we don't want the students to only get the skills without really making the necessary contribution in the field. Now, overall, I think that the Abundant Life Flourishing Program, which was known before as the Society for Human Flourishing, our program offers a unique platform for students to engage deeply with the subject of human flourishing, specifically within the Christian context. Now, our hope is to contribute significantly, or rather contribute in a more nuanced way to this growing field of human flourishing within positive psychology, which of course also has an interdisciplinary approach. And my hope also is that we can, as a team, as a research team, shape discussions and practices around well-being in Christian communities. Now, I want to personally invite you to join our research team, and I believe that together we can make strides in our understanding and promotion of the science of Christian flourishing. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you in our next meeting, maybe. Who knows?